We are jumping into the Rice Playbook. This has been highly requested, pretty popular, and definitely was requested a lot actually in 25 because of the things coming here to this particular playbook. So, what I want to do is I want to jump right in. Let's start off with the pistol spread. To me, favorite formation uh, in this entire playbook. But yeah, I really love this pistol spread. You have the jet touch pass strong, you have the jet inside zone, and the jet speed option. So you have three different variations of the motion that you can use, and you're going to use them to set each one up. And again, it's not about them getting 20, 30 yards, but it's about building consistency, keeping them off balance so they're not shifting the defense to one direction to stop it. So we're jumping out here in the jet touch pass strong. And so I'm not really worried about the results of the plays here. This is really just trying to show you is if whatever play I call, if I am mixing up this, so if I run jet touch pass strong here, if I run this 3 or 4 times in a row, every time they see this motion, they're going to shift over to the right and they're going to try and play this and get outside. And what that will do is then maybe the third or the fourth time or more is when you run this, that is where the jet touch um, the jet inside zone or the jet speed option will come into play. So now we're going to look at the jet speed option here. He follows it over. And then now this actually ends up leading to a huge play. I'm super big on whichever one of these jet plays that you decide to run the same one for 3 or 4 plays in a row before switching to the other one. Maybe not, maybe 2 times. But what happens is they will end up following whatever one you've been favoring the entire time. So the other things in the formations. And the other cool thing is, right, let's just say, hey, I don't like the way it looks to the left. I just flip my play and now it's coming to the right. It's not a tell at all. Now we have the mix up here for the inside zone. If we had better run stick, that might be better. You also want to do it to the hand of your quarterback that he hands off. So if he's a right-handed, you want him handing off, kind of turning to the left with his right hand. It's just a quicker animation. Um, but it allows those holes to develop. And again, mixing up the inside zone with the speed option and the jet touch strong pass complement each other super, super well. And again, the great thing is because this is a 2x2 symmetrical formation, if you flick your right stick to the left or to the right, you can just flip the play without it being a tell. And the reason why I like these stretches so much is because although it's meant to get to the outside here, is if we just kind of pay attention to the middle, the way the blocks are, well, we didn't need to do it there because the blocks were so good outside. But traditionally against 4 linemen, is you have this cutback lane ability from the stretch. That's what makes that so, so good. In with the bubble, right? Is here they took away the bubble. It's gonna leave the middle wide open. I'm gonna flip the play here just because I seen that safety come down. I don't think he's gonna cover it. And boom, quick throw outside. Love the EA animation, but you guys see where that's actually going to be a huge, huge play. And again, very similar. It looks like this may be some kind of blitz off the left slot. It is the bubble. We'll go Y cross. Y cross. If you want to keep the stuff the way it is, what I like doing here is I like putting A on a speed out route. And then I am going to put my running back here on a Texas route. Now I know the route combination doesn't look great, and actually, I'm sorry, I'm going to put my outside receiver on a comeback. The route combination is not great because the Texas and the crosser kind of go hand in hand there. But I'm trying to get that user to vacate the middle. Now I also knew they're covered too because of the safety and the cornerback alignment. So I knew that the middle zone was going to vacate the area. So here, this looks like a cover two. Again, 2 high safeties. Corners are about 3 to 5 yards off the line of scrimmage. So what I'm expecting is the speed out route from Y. If we can throw him in this little soft spot before he hits the flats, he'll be open. Again, cover two, the middle linebackers are going to drop back. I know the RB will be open. If they dive down, you'll have the A. And that's what I was talking about, the little speed out route there. It's kind of dangerous, but again, just showing you there is a pocket for it. Here, then there's three high stack. Look, again, this looks like this very well could be a man blitz here. I may just use motion, just see. Okay. Looks like they're in man. This one guy is following me across the formation. So now I have my comeback out here on the outside to beat man. I have my speed out route that's going to beat man because another safety is going to be covering him and is not going to beat him to the sideline. RB will win. A should be able to win as well. So again, it's super, super easy reads. The great thing is if I want to flip the pass to the right side, I just flip my play and it's an easy tell. So here, boom, now Y is winning easily over the middle. So bunch of simple things to throw in there. And this is why this formation is going to be just extremely tough to stop because you really can't commit to one side because either side can be exploited. Shallow cross is probably the better run play, the better pass play of the two. Um, but yeah, again here, if you're unsure, I see two high safeties, two corners about 8 to 10 yards back. So to me, I'm looking cover 4. But now I motion this guy over. Now is this could be a cover 3 look. So I'm going to run the play. It ends up being cover 3. And it really just came down to it's probably their shell. So now here looks like this could possibly be a blitz. You get the 4 corners. I'm sorry, the 2 corners and the safeties at the same alignment here. So I'm actually just going to block here, and it ended up being a man blitz. Have your drag, it's going to win across the field there. So a bunch of very simple things here, and obviously I'm not making any adjustments, but if you want to put this cover 1 high look here, it could be cover 1 or cover 3. I'm going to put B on a comeback, and I'm actually just going to put RB on a flat. So everything else can stay the same. You know, if you want to put Y on a deep crosser or a post, you can do that. Get the look. If they're not going to take away the underneath stuff, we'll take our underneath for free yards. So again, super simple reads. Pistol spread, to me, this is the best formation in the playbook because it offers everything. It offers multiple variations of run, motion, and then you have different passes. And we didn't even touch the play action. All right, the next formation we're going to take a look at is the pistol full house. Again, great thing, symmetrical formation. You can flip plays without giving it away. And you always want to run it to what the weak side of the formation is going to look like here. So I'm looking at this, right? The read key is the D end. The pitch key is the safety versus the other side. The pitch key is the outside linebacker. So I'm going to run it here. Read option. If you don't know how to hold down to keep with your quarterback, you hold A. To pitch will be LB. So PlayStation, hold it will be X. To pitch will be L1. And if you don't want to do anything, you just want to hand it off. I'm going to hand it off for this first play. Is you just press nothing and you let him hand it off. And based on the defensive front, you can absolutely do that. So here, I'm going to look here. I'm going to hold it. And I'm going to keep with my quarterback here. Based off, I saw that nobody crashed down to take the quarterback. So I just made the simple, easy read here. Here. Now we did the pitch. I held it with A, and then I pitched it right before. It's not just the fullback. Maybe goal line situation, you guys keep them in. But again, the reads are super simple, and it is a super pain in the butt to try and play against this offense. Reason being is this comebacks are one of the best routes in the game. This looks like we're going to get possibly a cover 2 look. So here, and I'm just going to take my read underneath. And the reason why I did that was because the outside corners had help. So maybe what I do is maybe I do something like this. And I just put both guys on flats. But that's going to take away your play action feature. So again, here is you need to be wary of here. It looks like there's going to be a blitz. Throw this comeback over the top of the corner defense. This is what I was talking about there. There was no help underneath. The safety came down initially. I'll just show the replay. Safety came down initially and shot outside like he was going to help. But then because of the streak, his responsibility changed and he went back. Now the right side is completely double teamed because there's no other routes. But I know the comeback is always going to win. So I wait for him to hit the top of his break and we just throw a nice little possession catch. So again, you can throw different route combinations in here. You don't have to keep the play action if you don't want to. You can throw um, something like this, where you got something stressing the middle and having the flat route open. Here again, they gave us the flats. Nobody was guarding them. And that's something you can do. Here we'll see if we put, you got A here now on this angle. And then here again, now I saw this comeback. 21 was playing a spot where he couldn't really commit to either. So again, play action comebacks, good play. You guys can throw in your own different variation of route combination if you want to. And then this one right here, PA boot. I didn't talk about this, but PA boot, the reason why I love PA boot is it intentionally leaves people running in unblocked. And for whatever reason, they just never adjust to going after the quarterback despite being unblocked. It's like they're constantly fooled. So we'll run this just a few times to just kind of show you. Every time unblocked. And then now you'll have this crosser or this comeback just coming butt naked across the backside. One more time for consistency here. You notice everybody is going to chase the play action play. So PA boots, make sure you guys are adding this into the offense. But let's go into the shotgun variation. And this may be my favorite formation in the playbook. Maybe even the best one. I know we talked about pistol spread, but the motion triple option, the motion duo. You have a motion PA tight end leak, motion halfback sweep, sweep screens, PA sweep, motion mid screen, motion load option, duo wrap, um, alert bubble. I mean, this literally has everything in here that you could possibly want to run. So let's take a look. Motion wide receiver mid screen. I've talked about this in other playbook videos. Anything with mid screens you need to implement into your game, they are very high risk or high rewarding plays. I've yet to see a mid screen get picked off. Again, they're super hard. Man coverage is the best way to stop them, but a user has to know what you're doing ahead of time to have a chance. And that's usually the worst case scenario. There is a breakup where you get no gain. Um, but they're super, super good. Again, you also have the swing route if it's there, take your free yards, and it's almost kind of like you're a lot easily able to roll out. So incorporate the motion mid screen. It has really big potential. And then I'm going to show these two runs here, motion triple option and the motion duo. And again, it's going to look very similar to the motion mid screen here. Hand it off, take your yards. And what happens is the defense is not going to be able to commit because you are showing them all these same things with these runs. Now we have this load option, and you see the motion option goes for a 30-yard house call. And that's going to happen because the defense is going to freeze. The user's not going to go who to cover because you keep giving them the same look, the same motion. So that's going to be motion option here. Now let's do motion triple option. We're going to run the motion duo. Duos, again, since 25, motion duos have been one of the better shotgun runs. And they actually completely blew that up, throwing that in my face. And here they might blow it up again. But again, this is basically all for consistency, just showing you that, hey, we're going to give you some same motion look. Do you know how to stop it? So if you're in Dynasty play cooldown, this is going to be extremely good. And again, you're going to have the same motion look. But now it comes quick. Now you have this fullback that's going to run out for a nice little screen pass. So make sure you guys are adding all these variants in. Whatever works best for you. That's the whole way. I'm just showing you guys what plays you guys should be using to scheme out of this. Duo wraps a nice little run as well, because now it's the duo concept, but you're almost getting like a counter, and this guy's going to pull across, and it's usually good for a couple yards. We actually possibly could have pulled this out all the way left like this, and if you got a nice little shifty running back, you can make somebody miss it and have a big play. But that's why I like this is because it's like a slower developing, kind of like a Le'Veon Bell type look, and you can figure out whether you're going to take the pulling guard lead block and go up the middle, or if you have the opportunity to kind of cut back across to the left side. So, um, motion duo rep is super, super good play. And that's going to wrap up the Rice Playbook breakdown. And if you guys look for a scheme that's going to surprise people, this one is perfect, completely unique and different to any other playbook in the game. And if you guys feel like this has helped you out or gave you a new team to try in Dynasty mode, do me a favor, drop a like, leave a comment, sub to Louisianimal Gaming. I got more breakdowns coming all week, all year, gameplay tips, Dynasty builders. Make sure you guys stay tuned and check out all the content. Till the next one, peace.